In this video, we're going to talk about 3 product flows that can drive growth for your B2B SaaS. We like to look at the customer lifecycle in 3 stages. You have activation, product adoption, and then expansion. So in the beginning, you want to get your users activated using your product. Then you want them to get into the habit of building adoption. So they've adopted your product into their regular workflow. And later, we want to assist them to get as much value as they can by expanding their accounts, making more out of the usage of the product, and also adding team members and other users to the plan. So let's go and take a look at this video. So let's take a look at these 3 flows that can really make an impact on your product experience for your users. Okay, so the first flow we're going to look at is how to make a lasting impression on your users. The second flow we're going to take a look at is how to optimize the core workflow in your product. When we did this for one of our clients, we increased free to paid user accounts by 127%. And then the third flow we're going to look at is all about how to optimize the expansion and adoption for users with your product. So let's take a look at those flows now. If you're interested in watching regular videos and content on how to grow your SaaS, improve your product, and get more users, then please like and subscribe and follow us at UserActive. Okay, so starting with flow number 1, this is all about how to make a lasting impression on new users. When you do this, you really make an impact on the longevity of your account and it reduces churn. So it's really important to get that first impression to be really strong with your product. So we designed a flow for one of our clients' prospect CRM, and once this was released into the product, we increased free trials to paid conversions by 26%, and it actually added 300K in ARR to their revenue. So what did we do? Well, one of the first things that users see when they sign up to Prospect CRM is that they land in a dashboard, and this dashboard gives them an overview of their accounts, of all of the sales activity in their business. Now, they had a dashboard which didn't really show all of the information that was valuable to users to help them do their job. So what we did was that we rethought this whole dashboard from the ground up. We identified 3 user profiles in their product, and we designed the dashboards according to each different user profile to make sure that they had all the information and functionality that they needed to be successful with their jobs. That means that there was 3 personalized dashboards, so every user didn't get the same experience anymore. It was really tailored, and this is what made a real impact for Prospect. Here's what the CEO, Andy, had to say about the impact that these dashboards made. Since we launched the new dashboards, our free trial to paid customer conversion rate climbed from 18 to 25.5%. A conversion rate like this is pretty astounding in the world of SaaS, especially in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. If you need any help with your SaaS, particularly with UI UX improvements that can drive growth, then please book a call with us at UserActive. There's a link in the comments below where you can get 15 minutes with me and I'll help you with a steer and direction for your product. Okay, so let's look at the second product workflow that you can work on to really improve and drive growth for your SaaS. In this flow, we want to look at optimizing the core flow for your product. So how do you identify what is the core flow in your product? Is a good question you might ask yourself. Well, it's really relates to the reason that users signed up for your product in the first place. So what's the key problem or issue that they're having? What's the result that they're looking for? And what is it that made them try out your software in order to achieve that result? So if you can get quite clear about that, then you can think about, okay, where in our product is the key flow that's helping them get this result that they are looking for? The other way to think about this is where users spend the most time in your software. So which flow is a very, very common workflow that users will use in most of their sessions, and it's where they log most of their time in your software. But I'm going to give you an example of a client that we work with called Virtual Summits Software. Now, their software does everything that people need to run, host, and promote a virtual summit online. Since it's such a holistic product, they have a lot of functionality, but we identified that the key workflow in their product is the summit creation flow. This is where users go from having an idea of what their virtual summit is going to be about and then building out the whole summit, creating the topic, the date, the times, the schedule, adding speakers, sponsors, and promoting the virtual summit, and also reaching out to all of the attendees. So we spent some time with Virtual Summit Software redesigning this entire workflow to make it easy, intuitive, and enjoyable to do. And Eventually, the result, once this was released in the product, is that Virtual Summit software saw an increase in paid users by 127%. That was a really great result. That came from some product marketing that they did, but it also came from users upgrading in their account because they saw all of the improvements that were being released in the product. Okay, so let's take a look at that third product flow that can make an impact and drive growth for your SaaS. Here we're going to take a look at how you can enable adoption and expansion. So one of the things that you can do is make sure that once your users have adopted your product and built some habits around using it in their daily workflow, then you want to make sure that they can get more value when they need to and add more users when they need to. So one thing we do is provide a really clear upgrade flow that makes it really easy to identify the features and the benefits that they could use, add those to their account and upgrade quite easily. Another area we do this is by enabling collaboration, by inviting team members. So throughout different areas in your product, different functionality, where it's appropriate, we add calls to action to share and invite team members so that they can begin collaborating. So we've done both of these things with Text in Church, which is a CRM based in the US, and we really helped them to make the upgrade flow very clear, promote some of these premium features, and enable their users to invite collaborators, team members, and their colleagues so that they could collaborate and use the CRM together. So if you're able to do this effectively, you can get to the point where you can start pre-releasing features or pre-selling them to your user base. So Tyler, the founder of Text in Church, told me that we were able to pre-sell our new Talk in Church feature to 40 customers prior to release. Now that's really great because it was able to validate this feature and then also improve the product when they introduce it with a nice workflow to enable other users to upgrade once they had a successful cohort that already adopted that feature. Okay, so thanks for listening to this video. I hope it helps you to think about those 3 workflows that will help you drive growth for your SaaS. If you want help with your product, please book a call using the link below and we'll spend 15 minutes talking with how we can help you at UserActive. And otherwise, remember to always improve your product, get more users and grow.